Hi everyone, my name is Kat. Welcome to my channel. Today I'm going to be doing a review on a period panty called Thinx. I have waited a while to buy them. I did actually purchase them about 8 months ago, but it took me like a year or two to actually purchase them after they came out because it is quite an investment. It's about $45 a pair Canadian. I got a few pairs in these sports version in light for light flow, and then I got a few pairs in these hip huggers, which I really love, especially with this design here, but they're just very like sturdy and secure, and yeah, I really like this kind. This one is in moderate flow. This is something where you'd have to kind of play around with because everybody's so different. In the past, I have had cotton pads and I really didn't like them for a number of reasons. One was because, first of all, this was like 10 years ago and I was in university and I would have to change them when I was there, and it was just messy and awkward, like doing that in a public bathroom, and just like, and then I would have to like throw them in a little thing and carry them around all day. So that wasn't fun. And then another thing was that I bought them in a light color and I instantly regretted it because it just aesthetically, I totally regretted that. I did have a couple pairs in black, but for some reason I got a bunch of white ones. And then another reason was because they were very, very thick and it felt like I was wearing a diaper. And another reason was because they were actually pretty uncomfortable, like against my skin for some reason. They just felt really uncomfortable. And they also, because they had like a clip-on piece, they weren't actually like underwear itself, they would shift around, and that would happen both like during the day and during the night. So that was really crappy. It would kind of like swing around like the base of your underwear. It was just like really not a good situation. Thinx has been out for quite a few years now. I purchased mine about 8 months ago and I bought, I think it was about 5 to 7 pairs because of the investment. I actually waited quite some time to purchase them. I don't regret my decision. I'm just gonna say that right now. I actually do enjoy having them. There are some cons and I'll get into that in a little bit. I bought a size up from what I would normally wear just because I didn't buy a size up in what I normally wear. I bought a size up in my size, which is what I usually do with underwear because I don't like anything being tight, and I actually thought these would be too tight during my period, but they are not. They're actually like good. So they're a size up from what I should be wearing, but they are not too loose because they're stretchy, and they're not too tight because they're stretchy. But yeah, I have endometriosis, so I bloat a lot, and you guys already know that if you see my channel, but that's actually a huge like factor in all of this. Like, you want to make sure it's comfortable, especially when you're on your period and you're in so much pain. So I definitely do agree. I think it says on the website too to buy a size up from what you would normally have. So my first thought when I purchased these and I got them in the mail was like, wow, these are really good quality. Like, the outside of it, first of all, the material is very soft, like the whole thing, the inside and the outside. It's very, very soft. You can tell that the outside of it feels kind of like a waterproof material, which is really interesting. That doesn't bother me at all. And the design on it, like I really like the design on the top of these ones. I love it. They've actually been pretty durable. I know they're like mesh, but as you can see, like this is 8 months in, and like, yeah, nothing's really happened to them. The only thing is that they are starting to pill on some of them. But other than that, I mean, and I've taken pretty good care of them. I mean, I have had them for about like 8 months to a year. So like, I don't think that that's a big deal. Plus, that's only really happening on the ones with the mesh at the top. Not so much the sports ones. Those aren't really having any pilling at all. They're like in brand new condition. The only thing that has happened is on like the inside of them, the material has become less soft, and it is also wearing where you actually wear it. So where it comes into contact with the blood, it does become broken down over time. I don't know why, but the color and the texture seems to become a bit like rougher, and the color becomes a bit discolored, even though like the lining is black. You will see the lining is black. It's actually black on the colored pair as well, right? So that's another thing that I really love about them though, that like the colored pairs have a black lining because you can't like tell. It feels like there is a extra layer of material here. There's probably a few, and that's a good thing, but it doesn't feel heavy. It doesn't feel like you're wearing a diaper. It feels like you're wearing normal underwear, which is just awesome. When you are ready to take them off, you want to change them enough just like you would a pad, because it does build up. It's not like they just suck up everything and you're like totally good and everything's totally dry. Like, you do have to stay on top of it. And my recommendation is to wash them right after you take each pair off. So as soon as you're done wearing one, wash it by hand in the tub or something like that, or in your sink or whatever, and just like hang it up to dry a little bit if you're not going to throw it in the wash right away, or throw it in the wash right away, but do rinse it out first with some cool water before you throw it into the wash. Overall, I really love having these. I don't love washing them. I don't love the messiness that still ensues. I think maybe what I really need to do is buy more pairs and more absorbency. I think that's probably what's happening. I probably just need to get more absorbent ones, because mine are only moderate, keep in mind, so I don't actually have a heavy pair, so maybe that's what I'll do from this point forward. But in general, it is something that you have to wash and you have to keep on top of. But I still, like, I've saved so much money, and I just feel better buying these so that I just have these for like years, instead of like constantly buying plastic and like, you know, stuff with glue on it and like all that stuff. So yes, thank you, Thinx, for your underwear. I really appreciate them. I think they're really pretty to wear and to look at, so thanks for that too. So a couple final thoughts on Thinx. One, kudos to the company for a number of reasons. First of all, your sustainability. Awesome efforts on that. Secondly, the quality. It's just great. I love it. Third, the design. Fourth, thank you for the inclusion of multiple ethnicities and multiple body types, and also some trans folks on the site. Oh, and of course, the black linings. Thank you. What I would like to see from Thinx, more affordability. That would be amazing. Also, definitely some representation of disabled bodies, both invisible illness, maybe with stories like in your Instagram, and then also non-invisible disabilities, so ones that are visible, visible disabilities. That would be really cool. Also, if you guys had some type of snap ones for you know, wheelchair users or people who are short on energy, that would be really neat, just for accessibility. I know they have some discounts on sets, and I think the first time you buy them you can get a discount. I actually purchased, I think, like 2 pairs, so one of them was like the hip hugger, the other was the sports one, just to see if I would like it, to try them out. And I bought the pair, like I said, one size up to see. I also did like my own measurements and check the site, and yeah, then I just purchased those, tried them out first, I liked them, and so I bought more. And that's what I would recommend doing, is to try out the ones that you're thinking about getting, only get 1 pair of each, and then go for it. Like, if it fits, and it's great. Otherwise, I think they have a policy on returns, but don't quote me on that because it was a while ago that I purchased them. Sorry, I should have checked before I made this video, but I will link their website down below, and you can check out all of their discounts and all of their products. Thank you for watching this video. Thank you for spending the time with me. My name is Kat, and I do hope to see you on my channel. Again, please like, subscribe, and share this video, and come back for future ones. Until next time.